this video, I'm going to be making a scratch game in Scratch. Yes, you heard that right. So apparently Griffpatch has created a Scratch emulator which is nothing but Scratch in Scratch or Scratch in a Scratch project. We never knew the god of Scratch can take it this far. Anyways, let's run this. So here it says click green flag to run project, yes. And this is just a default project Griffpatch created in this emulator. We click green flag again to stop it. And as you can see, we have actual Scratch blocks in this emulator. These blocks remind me of Scratch 2.0. The blocks even have different categories just like normal Scratch. We have motion, we have looks, we have sounds, we have pen. Pen was not an extension back in Scratch 2. Then we have data where we have variables and lists. Then we have events, controls, sensing, and even operators. You can even save and load projects. By clicking load, we have a few projects here. So this is a 100% scrolling pen game. If we click that and then we run it, as you can see, we have an actual game in this emulator. It is crazy to think that this was made in Scratch inside of Scratch. Wow. Then we have a basic platformer, which is indeed a basic platformer, but as it is created in this Scratch emulator, this is some nice work. And then we have a pen loading animation. Let's run it. Oh my god, an actual pen loading animation. People actually make stuff in this. And then finally, let's check out this 100% pen trampoline. Oh my god, this is an actual trampoline. This has got to be my favorite Scratch project in this emulator. This was made using only pen extension. And here is the code for that trampoline. And by clicking new, we can create a new project. It asks us start a new project. We just type in Y. And as you can see, it creates a full new project for us. So now I can drag when green flag clicked. Observe the detail put into this block. Then we can drag forever, move 10 steps, and then point towards mouse pointer. And then when I run it, this actually works. However, there are a few limitations in this emulator. First is that we can't create more sprites, meaning that we'll have to stick with this Scratch Cat. And second is that we can't create clones. As you can see, we don't have a create clone of myself block. And I'm going to take it as a challenge. With these limitations, I'm going to make a simple catch game where the cat starts falling and the mouse should catch it. And as time passes, the speed of the fall will be higher. Let's do that. I'll just remove all this. Let's do when green flag clicked forever. Also in the beginning I wanted to go to random position, so go to random position. Oh my god, we don't have a random position block. And now because of that I'm just going to do go to x0 y0. In the x I'm going to write pick random -240 to 240, and the y I guess I'll set it to 200, and then I'm going to put this forever loop back, change y by -6, and with this script the cat should be on top of the screen and it should start falling. Now if I run this, the cat actually starts falling, and now I need a way for the cursor to actually catch the cat. So first I'm going to create a new variable called hit, and then another one called score. I'm going to set the score to 0. I'm going to set hit to 0 as well. Then I'm going to check if touching mouse pointer. Where is the if touching mouse pointer block?
A few moments later.
Okay, so I found out that there is no if touching mouse pointer block. However, there is a if mouse down block. So to detect if it is touching the mouse pointer, all I'm going to do is I'll create a new variable called x, which is the cat's x. I'm going to set the x to x position, and then I'm going to check if mouse x is less than x plus 10, and then I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to take an AND block. I'm going to put this here, and then here I'm going to check if mouse x is greater than variable x minus 10, and then I'm going to put it in this AND block. And then after that finally I'm going to check if mouse down. I'm going to set hit to 1, and then I'm going to check if hit is equal to 1. I'm actually going to take a if then else. So if hit is equal to 1, I'm going to make it go to a random position. I'll change score by 1 and I'll set the hit to 0. And then when the hit is equal to 0, we're just going to change y by -6. Let's put it all back. And now whenever I click the cat, it goes back up. As you can see, it is glitching a bit, but as they say,
it is what it is.
Also I wanted to tell the score, so I'm just going to do say score, and boom, it tells the score. I don't know why the score is increasing by 2 or 3. So what I'm going to do is change score by 0.5, and yeah, it works. I think I'm going to increase this 10 to something like 20 and 20, and that's much better. And now whenever we fail to catch the cat, nothing happens. So let's add a game over system. So what I'm going to do is create a new variable called status. What is this? Status. Then I'm going to set the status to play game, and only when the game is running we want it to run all this. So then we'll check if status is equal to play game. Then I'm going to make it go here. However, whenever we're on the ground, I'm going to set the status to game over. and then we'll check if status is equal to game over, meaning when the game is over. We're going to go to x0, y0, say I'm going to take two join blocks here. Your score is score. Why did I take two join blocks? We can do with one. Your score is whatever the score is. And now when I run it, I can catch the cat, and whenever it falls down, game over and your score is 3. And I also found out you can even maximize your code editor, which is really good. Good job, Griffpatch. So whenever the score increases, the speed of the cat should also increase. So I'm going to create a new variable called speed. I'm going to set it to 5 in the beginning, and then whenever we're hit, I'm going to change speed by pick random 2 to 5. Oh, I also have to change y by speed into -1. Okay, it's going too fast, so I'm just going to change speed by pick random 1 to 3. Feels much better now. And yeah, that's the game I created in this emulator. I actually managed to create a game in this. Few scratchers failed to do so. I recommend you checking out this project yourself. It was created almost 8 years back and still got updates just last year. So I challenge you guys to make a game in this emulator. And that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, now out of curiosity, I'm going to see inside this emulator. Wow.